What's going on, everybody? Kennybomb is in the building, and everybody loves Noob Saibot. Rightfully so, great character, and I'm glad to see him added to Mortal Kombat 1 for year 2. But with his early arrival, he's bringing a few problems with him. For one, he's not a Titan, and this was the perfect out, but they did not take it. Instead, they killed Bi-Han. And by doing that, they also killed off Subzero. Now, this is the only character who's been in every single mainline Mortal Kombat game, so I don't think they're going to break that streak. I think he will definitely be in the next one, which means somebody's going to take up the mantle. Now, it can't be Kuai Liang because he was born with fire abilities, right? So who could it be? We got to talk about it. But first, I got to let y'all know that I will be giving away 3 editions of Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns. All you got to do is drop a like on this video to support the giveaway and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already, because on September 20th, I will be doing a live stream. And during that live stream, we will be picking 3 winners. Now let's get into it.
Run, boy, they coming on.
So in the previous video, we took a look at the bios for the characters in Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns and found out that Netherrealm Studios unfortunately confirmed the death of Bi-Han. You hate to see it, but I asked you guys a very important question. If Bi-Han's gone, who is going to be the new Subzero? Are any of these characters strong enough? And you guys gave me some pretty interesting answers. Some good, some very bad. But 6 names came up more than any others. So today, we're going to take a look at these 6 names to see if any of these characters are worthy enough to take over that mantle of Subzero. Now, the first one here, I think is very unlikely, but I can see where y'all are coming from. Sektor, Bi-Han's most trusted lieutenant. Now, the bio also said that Bi-Han felt like she was a kindred spirit, so he laid out all of his visions for the Lin Kuei's future directly to her. So if anybody's going to carry them on, who's a better candidate to do it? Now, we know Sektor deals with fire and missiles, but she's a master of weaponry and she's a master of armory. So even though she wasn't born with ice abilities like Bi-Han, she could easily turn that armor blue and build her weapons around ice if she wanted to honor Bi-Han while serving as the new Grandmaster for the Lin Kuei. But would it be worth it though? Because if you gave Sektor the mantle of Subzero, then you're completely wiping the character away from this Mortal Kombat universe. The Red Cyber Ninja would be no more. I think they're doing some cool stuff with Sektor right now, and I think she serves fine as a lieutenant, so she does not need to be the Grandmaster of the Lin Kuei, and I don't think there's any way they give her this mantle of Subzero, so we're taking Sektor off the table. Now, this next one is the name I see flying around the most, and this one is pretty scary, because there's definitely something going on here. That name is Hanzo Hasashi, this knucklehead kid. So, we see him in Smoke's ending. Smoke's walking around outside. I don't know what he's doing, maybe patrolling the area. And he gets attacked by a homeless Hanzo Hasashi. First off, what's going on with Liu Kang here? Why is this kid homeless like he's Shang Tsung or something? But then we see Smoke and Kuai Liang training Hanzo Hasashi as their first initiate in the Shirai Ryu. Hanzo Hasashi cannot take up the mantle of Subzero for that reason alone. Subzero is Lin Kuei. You cannot make somebody from the Shirai Ryu be Subzero. Even if Kuai Liang said, you know what? My father's dead, my brother's dead, I gotta go back to the Lin Kuei to restore honor to this clan. He cannot bring Hanzo Hasashi along with him and just slap that mantle of Subzero on him. Hanzo does not have Lin Kuei blood, so he will never be my Subzero. But thankfully, I don't even think that's the plan. They put emphasis on something Smoke said in this ending. He said Kuai Liang appreciated Hanzo's fire. That makes me think that somehow, some way, Hanzo's gonna be Scorpion. But do we kill Kuai Liang in that process? We'll talk a little bit about Kuai Liang later, but I'm taking Hanzo off the table. He's not our Subzero because he cannot be our Subzero. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And the next one is a name that I actually haven't seen thrown around too much, but I'm not surprised by it because everybody knows this man could not fill Bi-Han's boots in his biggest foot dreams. Our next character is Tomas Smoke. There's absolutely no world we live in where Smoke can be our Sub-Zero, period. But to give you even more than that, I think Smoke may actually die in this Chaos Reigns expansion. Well, I take that back. Not like a full-blown death, but something is definitely going to happen that drives him into that Cyber Smoke role. Think about it, y'all. Cyber Smoke has been in Mortal Kombat 1 since the game was released. Not only in the story mode, but he's been added to Invasions as well, so you can pretty much pop up on him at any time. So why do we not have that playable Cyber Smoke skin? I'll tell you why. Because somewhere down the line, Cyber Smoke is going to be a full playable character on his own on this roster. Now, if you think about it, Bi-Han in Chaos Reigns, Noob Saibot, I guess you'd have to call him now, he has this hand on his waist. Whose hand could that be? I saw somebody in the comment section point out the fact that it could be Smoke's hand, and you know what? I think that is a very good theory. That hand could be used as a catalyst to keep Bi-Han conscious inside of Noob Saibot. Of course, Havoc couldn't take Bi-Han's hand to do it because now Noob Saibot has one hand and he's not perfect. And it may have been required to get a body part from somebody close to Bi-Han in order to achieve this effect. And of course, Kuai Liang would have kicked his butt. He's Scorpion now, but he's still a strong man. If you need somebody close to Bi-Han, Smoke's not going to put up a big fight. So if you need a body part from somebody from the Lin Kuei, of course, you approach Smoke to take it. Now, this Havoc loves destruction, so of course he's not just going to chop off Smoke's hand and let him go. He's going to try to kill him. But maybe during this process, Smoke gets saved, but maybe his leg gets chopped off, maybe his arm gets chopped off. He's hurt very bad, and this is how we get Cyber Smoke. Because we see in Sub-Zero's ending, Sektor has the master plan, and they already started this cyber initiative. We see Sektor and Cyrax, they do have their cyber suits on, but in this ending, Bi-Han said he wanted to build an army, but instead of using magic, he was going to use science, because if he used magic, Liu Kang would be able to detect them. So the cyber initiative is already underway. So if Smoke's damaged that bad where he doesn't have an arm and he doesn't have a leg, they can infuse him in one of these robots. Bi-Han's plans live on through Sektor, and Smoke is the first successful project in this new cyber initiative. So no, Smoke is not our new Sub-Zero, because Smoke hopefully dies here pretty soon and gets put into a robot suit. But if history does in fact repeat itself and certain events are inevitable, then there is a high possibility that, as we mentioned earlier, Kuai Liang may somehow turn back into Sub-Zero. And I think that's going to be very strange in this timeline, because in his bio it said he was born with these fire abilities. So how does Kuai Liang pick up ice? The only thing I can really think of from the Mortal Kombat universe is an amulet. We saw Liu Kang give Raiden an amulet, and from there he picked up his thunder abilities. So does he give Kuai Liang an ice amulet now? Kuai Liang can wield ice again. Or I guess for the first time in this timeline. But even if he does that, what happens to the fire? Does he wield fire and ice? Again, I think that could be pretty cool. But if you got Sub-Zero wielding fire and ice, do you really need Scorpion? And Scorpion's been the face of Mortal Kombat for a while, so you definitely can't get rid of him. So what do you do here? I don't think Kuai Liang being Scorpion and meeting Hanzo Hasashi was done by coincidence. Something's going on there, so I could definitely see Kuai Liang passing this mantle down to Hanzo Hasashi and going back to the Lin Kuei to honor his brother and his dad becoming Sub-Zero again. 50-50 on that, because I don't know where they go with the fire ability. So Kuai Liang's up in the air, but from the characters we've seen so far, I think he's the most likely. Now, if it's not Kuai Liang, could it be a new character? Could they introduce somebody who was working behind Bi-Han, and he could be the new Sub-Zero? We didn't get any new characters in Mortal Kombat 1, and I don't think we needed any new characters just because they're retelling this story again. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if we need new characters in Mortal Kombat 13, because we got so many characters we have not explored in this universe. But it's possible we get a new character, somebody pops up here, and he could be the new Sub-Zero. But I'll tell y'all who I think the new Sub-Zero ultimately will be. More than anybody else we've looked at so far. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I told y'all don't worry about it. Cyrax and Sektor being women now, it's fine. Relax. They're the same characters. Don't worry about it. But I think our new Sub-Zero is going to be a woman too. While she is a cameo, I think she's going to have a big part in the next Mortal Kombat game, because I think our new Subzero could definitely be Frost. I don't know if she's going to come back with a vengeance or trying to fix the Lin Kuei, but she may pop up here as Tundra and says, I'm taking over the Grandmaster's name as Subzero. Now, I like Frost. I like Frost a lot. But as our Subzero, we can't do it. Netherrealm, please don't do it. But no matter who the new Subzero is, one thing is for sure. We lost the best Subzero. So let me know in the comment section who y'all think takes up the mantle of Subzero. I know a lot of y'all thought their dad was actually going to be Noob Saibot. That's not the case. Unfortunately, we lost Bi-Han instead. Thank y'all for tuning into this video. Do me a favor, drop a like on it, and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Bomb Squad, let's get to that.